going to do is we're going to give him 3. Coach Saban.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Coach. Hey, guys, I just wanted to welcome you here. We're very pleased and happy to have such a good-looking group of guys that have given up your summertime to try to come here and get better as football players so that you can contribute to your football team. And I want to welcome you and say that we respect the fact that you're here to try to improve yourself. And I think everybody needs to understand our goal in this camp should be your goal in this camp is to help you improve as a player so that you can be more successful as a football player. That's what we want to do. And I think that's what will make you happy. That's what will make you have more fun playing, because the more success that you have, the more fun you're going to have. Now, I keep using this word success. What makes you successful? And anything you choose to do, number one thing is consistency in performance at whatever it is you choose to do. That's what you got to do. Consistency in performance. How do you get consistency in performance or something? You know, guys, you got to know what you want to do, and it's got to be important to you. And I'm assuming that you guys getting better is important to you, but it's important to you. If it's important to you to do well in school, then you're going to do better in school. Whatever you choose to do, you make a commitment to it, you work at it, you invest your time in it. You reap what you sow. You ever heard that? That's what farmers used to say about growing crops. It's the same thing in sports. It's the same thing in getting an education. It's the same thing in being responsible and doing a good job. You work, you invest your time. You don't spend it. Spending your time, guys, is playing Nintendo. Investing your time is what you're doing here. You're willing to work to improve. You know, also, guys, you know, Muhammad Ali always said when he won a fight, a championship fight, he always won it somewhere far away, not in the ring, not under the lights, somewhere far away, running on the road, working in the gym, punching the bag, and all that. The preparation that you have is going to pay off for you in terms of getting the results that you want. It's the process of what you need to do to be successful. That's what you need to focus on. So many people want to succeed, but they're not willing to do the things they have to do to succeed. And there's a difference between wanting something and committing yourself to something. There's a big difference in that. Because when you commit to it, you work at it, you invest your time in it. Now look, guys, things that are worth having are not going to come easy. And I'm going to tell, and I've told these coaches, and I want you to have this too, a positive attitude about what you're doing to try to improve. You guys are going to get coached. You're going to get corrected. Because coaching is teaching. We're going to try to do it in a positive way. But I want you to have a positive attitude toward what we're trying to teach you, and look at it this way. You're not being evaluated when you're being corrected. You're being taught. So you don't have to defend what you did. Does everybody understand that? Coach says step with this foot. Say, yes, sir, coach. Coach me, coach. That's what I want to do. You don't have to say why you did it the other way. You don't have to be defensive. You're not being evaluated. You're being taught. Have a positive attitude about being taught. You know, if you're going to have a positive attitude, guys, you've got to assume that things are going to be difficult. There's a book called The Road Less Traveled. It's a spiritual development book that talks about being positive about what you do. And the first line in the book says, life is difficult. Doesn't sound like a positive attitude book to me. If the first line of the book says life is difficult, but if you think it's going to be difficult, you'll have a more positive outlook on the bad things that happen to you. You'll be more willing to overcome adversity and to overcome the persistence that is necessary for you to be successful. Because you'll stay positive. You won't get frustrated. When you expect to have immediate positive self-gratification for whatever you're doing, and it doesn't come, what happens to you? You get frustrated. When you get frustrated, you don't perform very well. So we need for you to have perseverance. You know, there used to be an old commercial on TV. It was Michael Jordan. And it was about 7 or 8 years ago. he was driving up to the game in a limousine, and they go through and talk about, I've taken 26 game-winning shots and missed. I've played in 384 games in the NBA and lost. I've taken 2,962 shots and missed. Talks about all the things he didn't do. And then he says, but because I fail is why I succeed. So the message in all that is what? When it doesn't go well, there's something to be learned from it. It's a positive experience. If you learn something from it and you grow from it, that's what's going to help you the most. So guys, when you fail, it's not a bad thing. If you learn from it and you continue to try to be the best you can be at what you are. You got me? You're not going to get instant everything. You know, everybody wants instant success. That's how our society is now. Instant coffee, instant tea, instant positive self-gratification, instant everything. You're not going to get it. You got to invest your time in it and work at it to get it. All right, now there's one more thing I want to talk to you about, guys. Every player that I've ever coached, Jason Taylor, who was the NFL Player of the Year last year, I don't care who it's been, at what level.